Hey, Adam Culbertson here. Before we begin, we got a promo from another independent podcast, so when you finish this episode, make sure you go and check them out.
After the mysterious death of his father, Vartan returns home to uncover the truth with the help of his newfound friends, Baya and Ovik. But his hometown of Eterno may have something even more sinister in store for them. Join us for their journey into the untold at etherealembracepodcast.com or anywhere you listen to podcasts by searching for Ethereal Embrace.
Steel your mind for eldritch horrors of the universe unknown. For what is to follow is a tale of intrigue, mystery, and madness. You're listening to Microphones and Monsters.
I don't suppose that I would know them at all.
No, you don't know them, no.
Are my ears burning? Because I feel like my ears are burning right now. It's almost like it's the one thing I was actually interested in. I just ran off in the other fucking direction.
I tried to tell you.
Yes, you did.
The mysterious cat that knows where portals and things are went that way.
So the body, I can't really see enough of the body to make out who or what it is.
As they're walking around and they're sniffing it, you do happen to catch a glimpse of its head, and it is just bone. Like you just see a skeleton, like a skeleton of a bugbear head in wearing clothes.
Excuse me.
They both turn around and look at you and go, ah! They take off running, and they just start running up the wall. Like their big, huge claws just digging into the concrete of the wall up 5 stories.
I just wanted to talk.
And Victor, you arrive like just as you see him looking up and saying, "I just wanted to talk."
Did I run past the woman?
Oh, do you want to stop at the woman?
Well, I see a woman sitting there.
Okay,
and freaking out. I mean,
same thing. All she's doing is saying, "What's my name? What's your name? What's your name? What's your name? What's your name?
Ma'am, are you okay?
What's your name? What's your name? What's your name?
Victor Stodge.
What's your name? What's your name? What's your name?" It just is, every time you respond to her, that's all she says.
Okay, fine.
Ever.
Then I take a whiff of the air and I just follow Aleister's scent.
Okay. So then you arrive.
You're not going to do the classic thing they do in Airplane? Get a hold of yourself!
I will say, this woman, she's like wearing like one of those 1920s pantsuits. This bugbear woman, yeah. But yeah, you see Aleister at the end of the alley where it corners into another section of alley. And you arrive whenever he's looking up and saying, "I just wanted to talk."
Aleister, what's going on?
Well, I'm not exactly certain. When I arrived, there were 2 other Dreamlands cats. I believe Saturnian.
I don't think I'm familiar with those.
No, I mean they're kind of hard to miss. They tend to be larger, have several legs, a couple of tails.
I'm glad you're not one of those. Where'd they go? I don't see them anywhere.
Well, they actually climbed up off that way.
And you do see like just a shit ton of claw marks that are just dug into this concrete wall up a 5-story building.
Oh gosh. Do you know who this person was on the ground?
Unfortunately, no. And I couldn't really say for certain if the Saturnian cats had anything to do with it either. When I saw them, they seemed to just be kind of circling it. Maybe like they were trying to investigate, but I'm not certain if they were the ones who had done it.
Okay, I'm gonna look at the body, I guess. I mean, you said that the head is bone. Is all of it bone?
Yeah. Yeah, the entire body. I'm not even going to make you do a check or anything. Like, the entire body is just a skeleton. Like, there's no organs, no skin, no muscles, nothing. It's just a skeleton enclosed.
So there is nothing that I can eat here.
No, nothing you can eat.
But it's wearing clothes.
Yes, it's wearing clothes. And you can tell that it's a skeleton of a bugbear.
Interesting.
Could you get like a whiff if you like cracked a bone and just kind of like slurp some marrow real fast?
Yeah, I guess you could.
Yeah. Sure, let's try that.
You could eat bones, I guess, yeah.
I mean, I think it says flesh. I think I'm supposed to eat flesh.
If I may, you might also be able to get a sample from the other one around the corner.
Guess I'd have to cut her. I don't want to do that. It's not nice.
Well, she's not dead.
She's not dead, but you could use a key point to cut her and
cut her open. She's sitting.
Well, you don't
there
have to cut her open. You just have to plunge your claw into her skin, I guess.
That's very unfriendly.
It's a deep tissue massage.
Super deep.
Real emphasis on tissue.
I don't know if Victor would do that.
I don't think Victor would do that either.
I don't think Victor would do
That's
that.
okay. Victor doesn't have to do that, but Aleister would definitely suggest it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to hurt that woman. She seems to be in some trouble as it is.
Well, I mean, it's one way of her answers.
Your friends that ran up the wall.
Yes. What about them?
I don't suppose you could follow them.
To be fair, they would be able to escape me fairly easily.
All right.
Especially at this point.
You do actually sense a portal on top of that building.
Though, to revisit an earlier idea, there is a portal up there that seems likely they probably disappeared into. Care to test out that theory about Dreamlands travel?
I guess as long as I've got you with me, I'll be all right.
Good. Now, where is the doctor?
The doctor ran off to the factory. He was determined to find out what was going on there. He didn't trust the sheriff and the deputy to take care of it.
So we cut over to Julian. He arrives in front of the factory. And when you get to the factory, you see that there's a car there. And I haven't mentioned that there's cars in this world yet, so I'm gonna describe this. Imagine 1920s Rolls Royces kind of
nice
style,
nice car
vehicles. Like think 1920s, 1930s cars.
Says DeVille on the license plate.
Yeah, and they have for the engines they have this big crystal that comes out of the engine, and like that's like this as like. The cars are powered magically through these crystals. Like that's the engine.
So it's the engine, not the fuel source.
Yes, but this car is
kind of both.
This car is not intact. This car has exploded in front of the factory, and Sheriff Barram and Chandir are already investigating. They've gotten people away. They've put up. They've started putting up like caution tape to mark off the area.
I'm going to make my way past everybody and then get to the caution tape. Excuse me, yes, only doctor in town. Yes, excuse me, yes. And I'll walk up to the car and sheriff.
Okay. Why are you over here, doctor?
There's an explosion. I assume there may be people that have been injured. So as a doctor, I did what a doctor would do.
Yeah. I guess that makes sense. Well, doesn't seem like there's any bodies involved in this. Doesn't seem like anybody was injured. Looks like somebody might have left this car here and blew it up. Thinking it might be. We don't know. There has been a saboteur that's been causing accidents and injuries inside of the factory, and we feel like this might be connected to that.
Yes, I was in the square earlier before the explosion during the it seems like a rally between Astra Creel and Renfield Dalton. Very peculiar how he mentioned the factory incident and then an explosion happened immediately afterwards.
Yeah.
Coincidence is not even close.
I'll say he pulls you over and puts his arm around you. He goes, just between you and me, I don't trust that guy. That's why I told you about him.
I never trust anyone who wears yellow in the daylight.
But we haven't found anything that links him to anything involved in this. But we don't want them to know that we don't trust him.
Well, Sheriff, we happen to be in a very interesting situation. As you know that I have a certain panache for being in the wrong place at the right time.
Yeah, well, maybe we can work together on this.
I think that would be very wise.
Where's your partners?
Well, it's the damnedest thing. So I heard an explosion and gestured to my colleagues that we should investigate the explosion, and they pissed about in the alley. So I'm going to do what I can here, and hopefully they will follow suit and come back and check out the explosion.
Well, I don't think we need any help with a doctor here, so... I mean, is that out of character for them?
Those two? Pick a day.
I don't know. Just go, I'd head back. See what... Maybe they found something else. But, yeah, I think we got it here. If we find anything else, we'll let you know.
We'll talk later about the suspicions we both have.
Yeah. Keep it quiet.
I tapped my nose for the people who are listening.
You head back to the square where you saw them run into the alley. Aleister and Victor going back to you.
Well, if we do wait too long, then we probably will not be able to find anything, even if we were to go through that portal, supposing it'll even still be there.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Maybe we should leave Julian a note. Let him know what we're doing. In case you have a way
just
to do
write
that.
it on the freaking alley. Well, Victor and Aleister was here.
I might be able to do that.
I don't know. I'm not familiar with what spells Aleister might have, so he might have something similar to the announcement that you had. Just leave a little.
Literally, this is the worst idea because I could have done all of those things that you just said.
I'm sure.
I did.
You just write on the wall, Julian went in Dreamlands portal.
Follow.
TTLY. Or TTYL.
TTYL.
So it's only 25. It's only 25 words. Can't do too much. P.S. You're an ass.
Well, I do have one thing that might do the trick.
Oh, what's that?
I'll just do it and we'll go.
Okay.
So as we're leaving, I'll cast Prestidigitation,
Okay.
and I will use it to create a symbol on the wall that's just an arrow that points up.
Okay. Oh, okay. Okay.
How high is your intelligence, Julian?
It's really high, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
That's his main stat.
Excellent.
All right. So are you climbing?
Yeah, I mean, I'll climb.
Okay. The holes that they left behind with their claws make it easier for you to climb this wall.
It's actually super easy for me to climb anyway,
So
because I have this thing called a climb speed.
yeah. But I'm just saying you would actually have advantage if you wanted to use the holes that they created.
Well, no. I mean, I have a climb speed. I don't have to make checks to climb.
Oh, up a straight concrete wall?
Like the way, at least without having seen any other
Okay.
rule on it, climb speed just means that you're able to climb like any climbable surface.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, cats have a climb speed. Go figure.
Cool.
I don't think monster guys do. What do I need to do to try to get up this wall?
Yeah, you can use the big claw holes if you want.
Or your acrobatics or athletics.
I don't suppose
stats.
that there's a visible way to get on top of the building other than holes in the wall.
Like a door and stairs?
Yeah,
What, are you
like a
some
door
kind
and
of normal
stairs.
person?
Well, I mean, you can go inside the building and work your way up.
Is it occupied? Does it seem like it's a residence, business?
It looks like it's an apartment building.
Apartment building. Okay, so it's got a common up. Yeah, so I might try to get to the top through the apartment building.
Okay. All right, so you make your way up. Aleister climbs his way up. Aleister gets there first, of course.
Yeah.
So as Aleister, whenever you're climbing up, you get to the top, and right before you get to the top, you notice that they looked, that the two Saturnian cats looked over the ledge to see if you were still coming after them, and they pulled back, and you can hear them running on the roof, and you pop up and you see them jump into a portal.
Well, they really waited a long time, didn't they? Like, we had a little discussion there and everything.
I wouldn't say it was too long of a discussion.
I mean, it wasn't
really.
like insane, but
No.
I mean, I wouldn't expect. Well, I don't know what they want to do, but it just like it's
Maybe they were curious.
Yeah, they're Dreamlands cats too.
That's right.
Cats are curious.
I'd be offended if it weren't true.
Those guys had a lot of legs. No. I don't know if they ran off before I got up there.
Yeah,
You haven't seen them
there.
yet.
Yeah, you haven't gotten upstairs yet. Like you're bumping into people and that are trying to just live their lives.
Yeah, dick.
They're all just standing in the hallway of the apartment building.
Somebody was moving
Well,
some
yeah,
furniture.
there was an explosion, so everyone was kind of like, what the fuck's
So
going on?
I help them move the couch into the apartment before I go up.
Yeah, if you want to.
Very
They got a
pleasant.
casserole in the oven,
They're taking up the stairs. There's no elevator in this building. They're taking up the stairs, moving up a couch. If you want to help them, you can.
Sure, I'll help them move the couch. Is that going to take too long?
So while you're doing that,
Oh, no, please don't tell me you're actually going to do this. Because I will die. So I might actually die, but I'll die laughing too.
no. So I mean, if that's what you want to do, if you want to help people,
I don't know. I probably don't need to help them
No,
with the couch,
please.
but I can't get around them.
no, you can't.
Okay.
Please, you have to help them because you have to play up your character as being like overtly helpful to people, so you have to move this couch.
Right, but I'm very concerned about getting to the top of the building.
You could try and maybe do some acrobatics and like jump around them and shit. Like,
Sure, I'll do an acrobatics check to see if I can jump around them.
Yeah. Go for
Avoid
it.
helping them.
3.
Okay. Yeah. You
I can't jump around them with a 3.
you end up landing on the couch and they drop it.
Wow, you're being actively unhelpful. This is a big
I'm
step
so
for you.
sorry about that. I just need to get by.
But yeah, when they drop it, it kind of slides down the stairs and leaves an opening for you to get up.
What the fuck, man? It's my couch. What you do? I'm trying to move this couch. Come on, man. It's just me and my two brothers, Mario and Luigi.
If I have time later, I'll come back and help you finish moving.
Hey, you need any plumbing done?
No, I'm sorry. I gotta go.
So yeah, you saw them, Aleister. You saw them jump into the portal. What do you want to do?
I don't think I have any real way of being able to sense like when a portal is closing, do I?
No, they randomly disappear and randomly
And they just
appear.
completely pop out. It's not like they fade or shrink. They just
it's just
gone.
Gone. Yeah.
Victor, you had better hurry up. We are running out of time.
Yeah, you come busting out the door.
Yeah.
Up on the roof.
Oh, I'm sorry, Aleister. There was some people moving a couch. Where'd they go?
Just follow me.
Okay. And I
I'll
follow him.
scamper into the portal and
Okay, so as you start approaching the portal, you see this fluorescent pink hairless skinned cat jump out of the portal, and she has orange eyes.
I suppose this is another one I don't really recognize.
Yeah, you don't recognize her.
Sphinx cat with orange eyes.
But she's about the same body mass as Aleister, but she has extremely long legs and an extremely long tail. But she's just walking around, just kind of back and forth. She sniffs the air and sniffs the ground. And she's
Like, how long are we talking?
like 3 times the normal cat's tail size.
Okay, so, like-
and then the legs are like twice the normal cat's leg size.
So, like,
Cat made
imagine
out of
like if a
spaghetti?
cat and a Great Dane were like smashed together, but it's still just the body size of a cat.
Yeah, and it's hairless skin with fluorescent pink skin.
Oh, that's
and,
a lovely image.
and orange eyes.
Ew.
It's like Pink Panther, but on all fours.
And she sniffs the ground. She's like, I hate this place. I don't want to be here any longer than I have to. And she looks at Aleister and she's like, why are you following us?
Well, I just want to ask some questions. So if you were willing to ask questions, I don't have to follow you.
What's your questions?
Well, I wanted to find out what you knew about the bugbear that was down there.
We don't know. We don't. Well, did you look at it?
Yes, it was a skeleton.
Yes. Doesn't have any skin. Doesn't have anything. It's just bones.
So you just found it like that?
Yes.
And you don't know anything about it either, then?
It reeked of hound.
Hound? What kind of hound?
Don't know.
Am I up there yet?
Yeah, you're up there.
Okay.
I mean, you can use your hat, you know.
No, yeah. Obviously, once he started talking to the other cat, I turned my hat on.
You open
And like you fully understand Aleister, but you're kind of catching on what she's saying. It's not the same.
Yeah. Do you happen to know how long that's been there?
It just happened.
And the murmuring one in the other edge of the other edge of the alley.
Obviously, she saw what happened. I don't know. I did not see her.
Did you hear anything? She keeps muttering, "What's your name?"
I don't know what that means.
She every time she looks at Victor when he asks, and then she looks back at Aleister and talks to Aleister directly.
Okay.
She doesn't talk to Victor directly at all.
I like this cat.
Of course you do.
So do you mean you don't know what the words are, or you don't know why she's saying them?
Yes.
Asshole cat. I love him.
I appreciate that as much as anyone, but if you could give me a straight answer, it would be greatly appreciated.
I did give you a straight answer. Now, are you done asking questions, or are you going to keep wasting my time?
No, I think wasting your time has become quite fun. Let's keep doing that.
We weren't involved. I promise you that.
Well, while we're at it, I did have some other questions for the Cats of Ulthar.
What business do you have with the Cats of Ulthar?
Well, you see, there have been some strange occurrences in this area. This one aside. I mean, it may be involved, but we'll try to determine that later. We're trying to determine any potentially odd portals that have been popping up around this area.
You noticed?
Yes, there was one very nearby, a particular occurrence recently.
You mean at the theater?
That's the one, yes.
Yes, there have been murmurs. Let's see. You have a friend. He could not come in the portal.
Well, I was actually just about to experiment with that.
It won't work.
Like, won't work in a he just doesn't go anywhere, or won't work in a he kind of becomes dismembered or disapparates kind of way.
He can't even see it.
Well, I figured not, but if he walked through it, perhaps.
Doesn't work that way. Okay, give me a second.
And she jumps into the portal.
Where that cat go?
Don't worry about it.
So Julian, you arrive in the alley. You see the woman on the ground. She's same thing the other two encountered.
I'm gonna take a closer look at the lady.
Okay.
She's just. What's your name?
Yeah. You do. You check on her. Medicine check. I'm not gonna have you roll. You don't notice that there's any wounds on her. Like, it doesn't seem like anything's wrong. You do see that she's just frightened, like just a frightened look on her
shock.
face. And yeah, I would say shock. Yeah. And she's just repeating over and over, "What's your name? What's your name? What's your name?"
I'll
And
continue.
it's not responsive at all.
As a doctor, I should do something about this.
But as an asshole...
I should leave her and figure, because I know if this was what caused both of them to leave, they would still be around. So clearly, it's not.
Yeah.
Is anyone looking? Like, is anyone like can look in the alley?
No, nobody ever noticed anything. Like, you are by yourself with this woman.
Gonna just slowly back away.
Okay. Can you go in deeper in the alley?
Do not help this woman. Yes, I'm gonna go deeper in the alley.
Okay.
It sounds like the Julian we know.
So you get
You were gonna say love, but you definitely stopped.
No, I wasn't gonna say love.
So we get you get to the
And no.
you get to the corner, and you see the body on the ground, but then you also see this big arrow pointing up on the building, on this 5-story building. And you also notice these huge claw marks that just go up the building as well.
Oh my God, the cat was a huge monster all along. He could have killed us in our sleep. Why didn't he kill us in our sleep? Questions for later. I'm going to look at the body of bones, essentially, with clothes.
And you get the same results that Victor got.
I am going to detect magic.
Okay.
I'm going to cast it as a ritual, which basically I just have to take 10 minutes and prepare the spell to see if there's any magic around me.
You're going to spend 10 minutes. Okay.
Because, I mean, for a ritual, you have to do that. So.
Yeah.
You're gonna look up.
You did see a big arrow that points up.
I did see a big arrow that points up. Well, I mean...
Are we in view of him from the bottom of the alley or vice versa?
I mean, you could look over
you know what?
if you wanted to.
I'm actually not going to do that because all I know is I just see like a weird pile of bones and some clothes, which albeit is very strange and has piqued my interest, but there's nothing like overtly telling me like what happened.
Plus, you're not saving that guy.
There's no wounds. There's no.
I was more interested in the dead person than the person who was alive. I'm a terrible doctor. Okay. If that's the case, then I'll is there a fire escape around the building, or do I have to actually go in the building?
You'd have to go in the building, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go in the building.
Unless you wanted to try and climb on the
wall. No. Hell no.
All right, so you eventually make your way up, and about the time that you come out the door.
Hey, do you know anyone who needs plumbing? Okay, we'll see you later.
Oh yeah. The guys carrying the couch are in the same position that they were whenever Victor ran into them. They're halfway up the stairs. The couch is kind of blocking the stairs, and you got to deal with them too.
I got to deal with them too.
Just making this shit up as we go.
I am going to intimidate them and say, "Get out of my way." It's not very good.
And then they drop a couch on you. Roll for initiative.
Please. To fight Mario and Luigi as they're moving their couch. This is my dream. Holy shit. Skills.
Toad emerges from the doorway.
It's going to be like the raid. Oh my God. Intimidation is, I don't have a bonus, so that's a flat 3.
Okay.
It's the same as my acrobatics check.
So
weird.
So you do happen to catch the guy on the bottom's attention, and he looks around, and then he stumbles and drops the couch, like he jumps like onto the couch, and it rolls down the stairs, and the
you beat me. I was 2 seconds away. You beat me to it.
And you can crawl across the couch to get past them.
Okay, I'm gonna crawl across. How would I? Okay, so is it like if I'm crawling, like am I like swimming over the couch?
Well, it's not water.
Well, no, but you know what I mean when you like
have
go
you never
over
been
a couch.
5? Just crawl across the couch.
Yeah, are you wanting to like jump the railing and or like you just like step on the couch, climb up on the couch?
Well, I was thinking about
you would step on the couch and make sure to dig the soil off your shoes into it. That's what you would.
No, what I'm thinking is like I'm gonna get on like one side of the couch, and then I'm gonna like push off and then jump to the other side of the couch. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Welcome to our Cthulhu Mythos podcast.
We're just gonna do more actions over couches.
I don't know. Y'all said a couch was there, and I was just like, yeah, let's
It's
do this.
amazing. This is the best.
So yeah, you actually get up to the top and you come out the door right as the cat had jumped into the portal, and the pink cat had jumped into the portal. So you just see Aleister and Victor just standing there, looking at something. Aleister's looking at a portal, but yeah, you just see them just standing there, just staring.
So there's a broken woman in the alley, a pile of bones with clothes also in said alley, giant claw marks on the building with an arrow pointing up. I'm assuming that was you, and two very enthusiastic. I think they said they were plumbers. Yeah, they were plumbers moving a couch in the middle of. Who moves a couch in the middle of the day? Don't people have like movers for this kind of stuff? And of course, around all of it is a portal, and I don't know what just jumped through that. And you two.
You don't see the portal. Yeah,
you can't see the portal.
Yeah. You just see them just standing there, just staring.
Nix that part, and then you two are staring like louts. There was an explosion over there. A really amazing contraption. I don't know if you've seen one of the nicer cars around here, the ones with the crystals.
No.
Well, you would have if you went over there that way.
Aleister saw some stuff.
Perhaps, if I could, and this should still be within an hour of me casting prestidigitation to make the arrow on the wall, right?
Yes.
And I'll go ahead and make like an X mark kind of just in front of where the portal is. If you just keep your eye out on this mark here, there should be a interesting cat that appears here soon.
I'm intrigued.
It looks like fleshy spaghetti.
I'm slightly more intrigued. Also, just for clarification, the sound that's emitting from that coin that I threw into the crowd for that rally, that never stopped. That's still
been going.
Still repeating.
How long does that last?
I think until I drop it, which I have not. Let me check real fast.
Hold on, you never dropped it. I thought you threw it into the.
No,
you
like,
mean like dropped?
I
it
never
into-
dropped a
dismisses
magical
it.
port yet. So imbue a tiny magical object with a property, of choice. Let me see how long it lasts. Maximum number is your int modifier. It does not give a time, but basically if I go past my modifier, I have to, I basically have to replace it. So it's just going away. Like I've kind of like forgotten that I did
it
that.
just keep repeating
It
itself?
just keeps repeating.
So it's still just repeating. Like,
So
what about the disappearances, you big banana?
Yes. What about the murders and the disappearances, you big banana?
The sheriff is over there investigating it now.
You sound weirdly like a dude on YouTube named Plague of Gripes. Like that was really weird. You sound exactly like him.
Never heard of him.
Okay, he's strange. He's cool, strange. So the power is when tapped by a creature, the object emits a recorded message that can be heard up to 10 feet away. You utter a message when you dispose this property on the object, and the recording can be no longer than 6 seconds. So the recording's not very long, but it doesn't actually say it repeats.
Okay, so it just said it once, and the coin just
No,
sits there.
the static visual effect will keep going for a while. So the recorded message doesn't. Damn it! I just wanted it to be going off this whole time.
Okay, no, no. just the once.
Now we know.
All right.
The more you know.
So, as y'all were talking, and Aleister pointed out that the cat's gonna come or something's gonna happen at the X. You see for the first time, Julian. You see a fluorescent pink, hairless skin cat with orange eyes, really long legs, and extremely long tail come out of nowhere. And she has two like bracelets in her mouth. She looks at Aleister and she's like, "I was told you may need 2 of these."
Oh, but that's
Julian
actually
is,
very fortuitous, seeing as how the other one showed up just now.
Julian is writing down furiously in his journal, just like, what the fuck is this?
And Victor's just resigned himself to not quite know what's going on right now. He's just standing there.
And what would have happened if he did help those two guys trying to move that couch?
Yeah.
Pretty much nothing except their couch would have gotten in already.
She just drops them on the ground.
Have your friends put these on. They're not for them to keep. This is just so they can go in the portal and we can discuss things further.
Aleister here again. So, this episode has been interesting to say the least. There are a few more interesting cats, some that you may not have expected. As I've mentioned, the Saturnian cats from earlier, and just there at the end, the Martian cat. Generally, they are much like myself, only from other places. Obviously, Saturn and Mars in this case. But we do have some interaction in the Dreamlands. You see, travel in the Dreamlands is not like it is in the waking world, and beings from other planets can make it quite a distance in what really amounts to no time at all. I'm sure that Julian would be very curious to find out more about this, and perhaps he will once we're on the other side of the portal. Honestly, I don't know how Victor feels about all of this. I think he's apprehensive at least, but it's kind of hard to read him. And as far as their ability to go into the portal, I honestly didn't know what would happen and honestly didn't care. I was kind of hoping that something gruesome might happen just for my own amusement, but unfortunately, I suppose they have some form of safe passage now, and that's no longer a concern. Hopefully things don't get too hard for them to be able to comprehend. It would be a shame for one of them to come back a little deficient afterwards. But as always, all of our songs are written and produced by Marco Mazzei at Fallen Highway Studios. And you can visit us online at microphonesandmonsters.com, where we'll have links to all forms of social media and your favorite podcatcher. So thank you for listening in, and join us again next time on Microphones and Monsters.